Well, pharmacies across the nation facing a shortage of antibiotics. This shortage stemming from many different causes, especially with respiratory illness season hitting unpredictably early this year. KQ2's Courtney Rowe has more.
After a surge of respiratory illnesses, especially within children hit, pharmacies are finding it hard to keep up with the growing demand for different antibiotics and medicines.
The children's supply has been limited, sporadic. We do get some in, it goes out quickly, so we've had to adjust dosages, suggest alternatives to the prescribers, that type of thing. And so far, with the exception of the Tamiflu, which is an antiviral, we've been able to maintain a steady supply to our clients.
Pharmacies having to prescribe alternative medications in order to try and fulfill the critical need for these medicines.
We get a few in each day. They're usually gone by noon, and then you're on your own trying to find it elsewhere because there's really not a reasonable substitute for that antiviral prep. The antibiotics, there are antibiotics that are available that have not been affected. It just depends on whether the prescriber deems them worthy for whatever is afflicting their patient.
There are many different medications being affected, from antibiotics to inhalers.
The main ones are amoxicillin, the bubblegum stuff that kids remember from when they were kids, and ceftonir, which is kind of a cousin to penicillin. But
this nationwide shortage has even our local pharmacies looking for answers.
It's nationwide, it really is. And it's not just antibiotics. That's a thing that's the focus this year. And the thing that's so perplexing about it, it's basically antibiotics that have been available for 50 years. And nobody can tell you why they're not available anymore.
Officials saying that the early respiratory virus season is mostly to blame, and pharmacies are doing everything they can to subdue the issue. Reporting, Courtney Rowe, KQ2 News.
Doctors recommend keeping up on vaccines, making well-checked visits, and practicing good hygiene.